In a small town, lost among the green hills, lived a family that at first glance seemed ideal. Anna and Sergei had been together for 10 years. They had a cozy apartment, working parents and 2 children, a girl and a boy. They often spent time together, organized family evenings and holidays. But under this external idyll there were problems that no one suspected. Anna worked at a local school as a primary school teacher. She loved children and her job, but every year she felt that her life was becoming monotonous. Sergei, in turn, was busy at work. He held the position of manager in a construction company and often stayed late at work. In the evenings, he came home tired and irritated, and Anna was waiting for him with dinner and the children. One day, a new teacher came to Anna's school, Alexei. He was young, charismatic and full of energy. At first sight, some special attraction arose between them. They began to communicate during breaks, discussing lessons and school events. Alexei was attentive to Anna, always supported her ideas and offered to help. With each passing day, their communication became closer and closer. Anna felt alive next to Alexei. He made her laugh and forget about everyday worries. She understood that this was not just friendship, but she tried to ignore her feelings. One day after work, they were alone in the teacher's room. The conversation turned to life, dreams and desires. Alexei confessed to Anna that he had long felt sympathy for her. At that moment, Anna's heart began to beat faster. She knew that this could lead to something dangerous. A few days later, they met again, this time outside of school. Alexei invited Anna for a cup of coffee in a cozy cafe on the corner of the street. She hesitated, but eventually agreed. In the cafe, they talked about everything, about life, about love, about how difficult it is to be adults. With each passing moment, Anna became more and more lost in Alexei's eyes. He looked at her with such admiration that she felt desired and beautiful. That evening they spent a lot of time together. Conversations turned into jokes and laughter. The next day, Anna returned home with a feeling of lightness in her soul. She could not forget that evening with Alexei. But when she saw Sergei with the children at dinner, she was overcome with guilt. She tried to focus on her family, but thoughts about her new acquaintance did not leave her. Several weeks passed before they met again. Alexei invited her to walk in the park after work. It was risky, but Anna agreed. The walk turned out to be magical. They walked under the starry sky, discussing their dreams and fears. At some point, Alexei stopped and looked into her eyes. "Anna, I can no longer hide my feelings." He leaned towards her and kissed her. This kiss became a turning point for her. She realized that she could no longer resist her feelings. From that moment on, their relationship began to develop rapidly. Secret meetings after work became regular. They spent time away from the eyes of others, in a cafe or at Alexei's house. Anna knew that this was wrong. She loved Sergei and the children, but her feelings for Alexei were too strong. Each time after meeting with her lover, she returned home with a feeling of guilt and fear of being caught. Sergei began to notice changes in his wife's behavior. She became more withdrawn and often stayed late at work under the pretext of additional classes with students. He tried to talk to her about this, but Anna always found excuses. One day, Sergei decided to arrange a romantic evening for his wife. He cooked a candle at dinner and bought flowers. When he saw the joy on Anna's face at the sight of the surprise, his heart filled with happiness. He thought that everything would work out. But when Sergei asked her about her day, Anna felt a chill of fear. How could she explain her constant lateness? She began to lie more and more often. Each time it was more and more difficult for her. Meanwhile, the relationship with Alexei became more and more intense. They spent nights together. Each time it was like a new discovery for Anna. She felt free from all obligations. But one day everything changed. Sergei accidentally saw a message from Alexei on his wife's phone. "I miss you." His heart stopped from shock. He could not believe his eyes. Sergei decided to talk to Anna right now. He knew that he had to find out the truth. When he asked her about this message, she tried to justify herself. "It's just a friend from school." But Sergei already knew the truth. His eyes full of pain looked at his wife. "Are you cheating on me?" he asked quietly. "No. I just..." Anna began to justify herself. "Don't lie to me. I saw the message." At that moment, the whole idyll of their life collapsed. Tears streamed down Anna's face. She understood the full gravity of her actions. I love him. She burst out. How could you? We have children. We built a life together. Sergei was devastated. He could not believe what had happened. They talked to each other for a long time. Each of them tried to understand another. Sergei was looking for answers to questions about why this had happened. Anna was trying to explain her feelings for Alexei. After a long conversation, they decided to take a break from each other. Sergei went to his parents for a few days to think about the situation. Anna was left alone at home with the children. She was afraid to realize the consequences of her actions. She understood the full weight of her choice. The ruined relationship with her husband could change their lives forever. A few days later, Sergei returned home. He looked tired and depressed. They again began talking about how to live on. Both understood the importance of family for children. Anna decided to end the relationship with Alexei for the sake of the family. It was difficult for her to take this step. She knew the cost of her actions and the consequences for everyone around her. She wrote Alexei a farewell message. I need to end this. Her heart was breaking with pain at the thought of the person who had become important to her in a short time. Alexei answered her quickly, I understand. But I will miss you. These words made her feel even worse. She knew the price of her betrayal and the consequences for everyone around her. Several months passed after this event. Life gradually returned to normal. Sergei tried to support the family for the sake of the children, although there were cracks in trust between them. Anna worked on herself. She visited a psychologist in order to sort out her feelings and understand the reasons for her actions. She tried to regain her husband's trust through openness and honesty. Sergei also worked on himself. He understood the importance of communication in a relationship. They began to spend more time together as a family, walking in the park or arranging joint evenings for board games. Although the wounds had not yet completely healed between both of them, they tried to move forward for the sake of the children. Every day was a step towards restoring trust, although old grievances sometimes surfaced. Anna understood that the betrayal left a deep mark on their relationship, but she was ready to fight for her family. Every day became a new challenge, but love for their children helped them overcome difficulties. Over time, their relationship began to change. Although trust was restored slowly, they learned to appreciate the moments of happiness together. Every evening, when the whole family gathered at the table, Anna felt that she had made the right choice. She knew that the past cannot be changed, but a new future can be built. And although the shadow of betrayal will always be a reminder of how easy it is to lose what you love, she was ready to work on herself for the sake of her family. So the love story turned into a story of a struggle for trust. Every day became a new step towards restoring the relationship. And although the path was thorny, love for the children helped them overcome all obstacles.